Racing to the 2024 Kentucky Derby, and this time we go to Dubai for the annual Dubai World Cup card. It is all part of a big day of racing that does include the Dubai World Cup, but we're going to take a look at the UAE Derby. Of course, this is a preps race and a points race on the 2024 Kentucky Derby Trail. It's going to be run on Saturday, March 30th. Make sure to get up early in the morning. They're going to go 1 mile and 3/16 in Meydan. And we'll find out if we can get a couple of Kentucky Derby starters in Dubai, in the Dubai Derby. 100 points for the winner of the race, 50 points for second, 25 for third. And it did draw a 13-horse field of international runners, runners from the United States, runners from Japan, runners from Europe. Let's take a look at that field. Starting off with the rail, we've got Killer Collect. Killer Collect, a UAE winner, showed a lot of grit in his last race. Definitely a contender. He has speed and could possibly be the speed of the race. Rock Walk with 8 starts, 3 wins, Uruguayan based. He is a long shot in this race, but he can get the distance, especially this 1 mile and 3/16. Mendelssohn Bay, another one that won a nice race in Dubai. He's got a couple of local wins. He is by Mendelssohn, and he can come off just a little bit off the pace. Did draw a nice post position number 3. Oasis Boy, the Argentinian-based horse, he's a distance specialist, ran in the Saudi Derby. Now that was 1,600 meters, or right about 1 mile. I think the longer distance of 1 mile and 3/16 is definitely going to help Oasis Boy. Balloon d'Or, a Japan runner. Now his best races are probably going to be shorter, 7 furlongs to 1 mile, but sometimes you can get that speed to play a little bit longer in Dubai. Balloon d'Or already a loser to Forever Young, and going a longer distance, I think people are going to prefer Forever Young to Balloon d'Or. Santono Phoenix is a Japan bred, ran 10th in the Saudi Derby. Definitely going to have to improve in this spot. Facing a tougher field, this is going to be a tall task for Santono Phoenix. Henry Adams, European-based, 4th in a Grade 1 in Longchamp in 2023. Comes in first start of 2024 for Henry Adams. Guns and Glory, by Gun Runner, United States-based stallion. 3 starts, 1 win in Dubai. A little bit of a price, but I do think he can make a mid-race move. Guns and Glory, one to consider in your exacta wagers. Pandagate, the New York bred. He won the Gander Stakes in his last start. Won as a 2-year-old in the United States. He's 2 for 3 lifetime. Pandagate out of post position number 10. Autobahn, 2nd in the Albastrica. That was to Killer Collect. Then you've got Navy Seal, a second one for Aidan O'Brien. 5 starts, 1 win for Navy Seal. And then the favorite is most likely going to be Forever Young out of post position number 13. Forever Young, the Saudi Derby winner, and 4 for 4 lifetime. That is a look at the 13-horse field for the UAE Derby. Inside drawing is Killer Collect. The outside draw goes to Forever Young. Of course, he's 4 for 4. They have said if they get the points, they want to go to the Kentucky Derby. Mendelssohn Bay, definitely one to watch. And Oasis Boy, I think, can improve on the stretch out to 1 mile and 3/16. It's all part of a big prep Derby weekend. We've got the Florida Derby preview up on the channel. Also the Arkansas Derby. Top contenders in the UAE Derby. Forever Young, the likable Pandagate, the New York bred. He is by Arrowgate, of course, who won the Dubai World Cup. Killer Collect, he's by Collect. And then you've got Oasis Boy and Mendelssohn Bay. I think those are going to be some of the favorites on the betting board in the UAE Derby. Now let's take a look at the race replays, find out how they got here, how they stack up. Starting off with the Japan bred Forever Young. Here he is winning the Saudi Derby. It took the entire length of the stretch. Now that race was 1,600 meters. Forever Young getting up over Bookham Dano in the final strides. Now he did not change leads the entire length of the stretch, and he's going to have to do that earlier if he wants to compete at this 1 mile and 3/16 distance. He's 4 for 4. 4 starts, 4 wins, and the trainer is Mr. Yahagi of Forever Young. Now Pandagate, he's a New York bred. He got a debut win, lost at Laurel in his second start. He's 1 for 1 in 2024. He ships over to Dubai. He won the Gander Stakes. He's a gray colt on the outside. Here he is, picking him up, laying him down the stretch in his last start. That was in New York. Now he's got to ship across the world. Pandagate, definitely a contender here in Dubai in the UAE Derby, and he draws inside of Forever Young out of post position number 10. Meanwhile, you've got Mendelssohn Bay. He's got some grit. Here he is, winning in UAE, showed a lot of class, getting over the stretch, and I like over the years the UAE-based runners have done well in this Dubai race. The sire is Mendelssohn. He's got some dirt runners and dirt winners. He's pointed for this race ever since that El Bextria win. Mendelssohn Bay, one of the top contenders in the UAE Derby. Meanwhile, you've got Killer Collect. Look at this one. He's on the inside. He's on the lead, and he just grits it out all the way to the wire. Attacked at a couple of times down the lane. Did not give up that lead. He's by Collect, and he had a big stretch battle. I think he can improve off that effort. Killer Collect draws post position number 1 for the UAE Derby. And Oasis Boy, a Saudi Derby also ran, Argentina based. I think he's going to like the distance, 1 mile and 3/16. Now the big questions when handicapping the UAE Derby, Saudi Derby race, how does that affect this? You know, didn't change leads down the stretch. Forever Young, he's got to switch leads earlier here. Pandagate shipping in from New York. Does that take anything out of him? Going 1 mile and 3/16 with only 3 lifetime starts. Killer Collect has speed. He draws inside. He might be able to take them a long way. And Mendelssohn Bay, he gets a class test, but he does got 2 wins over the track and been pointing for this race for over a month. Let's take a look at my top selection in the UAE Derby. I'm going to go with Mendelssohn Bay. I liked his win over the track. I like the way he's been training. The workouts are solid. I'm going to play him in exactas over Killer Collect and Pandagate, trying to get a little bit of a price. Mendelssohn Bay should be 5 or 6 to 1 here in the UAE Derby. Forever Young, 4 for 4, Japan bred. Nice horse, but I want to see him do it on the world stage against tough horses. The road to the 150th Kentucky Derby continues. We've got a preview up of the Florida Derby, also the Gulfstream Park Oaks, and the Arkansas Derby. Those are already available online. And then next week, we've got the Wood Memorial, the Santa Anita Derby, the Bluegrass, the Ashland, and the Gazelle as we get closer to that 2024 Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby. Remember, the Triple Crown Prospectus, 2,000 words every Monday from January all the way through the Belmont Stakes. I write about the 3-year-olds and the stakes races, do my Derby rankings. Sign up below in the description. It is absolutely free. And the Saturday Racing Notebook, we're going to have a tip sheet for the Kentucky Derby card, the Preakness card, the Belmont card, the Travers card, some of the big racing days. Sign up now, and you're good all the way through. We're putting one out this week with the Florida Derby card and some of the Arkansas Derby races. Who do you like in the UAE Derby 2024? Forever Young, Baby Godzilla against the Panda Man, Pandagate, in Dubai for all the marbles. Let's see what happens in Dubai. Remember, D. Wayne Lucas always says, people have opinions, horses have the facts.